Ever think about how everyday things can be surprisingly dangerous? We walk around on autopilot, but hidden hazards are everywhere. From sharp glass to pretty plants, the science behind these dangers is fascinating and sometimes painful. This isn't about paranoia. It's about understanding the risks and the science behind them. I got curious and decided to dig into some of the most common hazards we overlook. We'll break down what happens to your body when you encounter these dangers and why the science is cooler than you think. From venom to electricity, we'll explore the hidden threats in the ordinary. This isn't just a list of don'ts, it's the why not. Stick around, hit subscribe, and let's dive into 10 things you should never step on or touch. All right, let's get started. First up, broken glass. Obvious, right? But let's look closer. When glass shatters, it forms razor-sharp, jagged edges, sharper than a scalpel. Step on it, and those edges slice deep, tearing through skin, fat, even muscle or nerves. Worse, glass drags bacteria and dirt into the wound, creating a perfect environment for infection. Tiny shards can break off and stay hidden, causing pain and infection long after the cut heals. Glass is hard to spot, even on x-rays, so fragments can linger, causing chronic problems. A small cut can mean big trouble if it hits a tendon or nerve, or if infection sets in. Always clean up glass carefully. Vacuum, then wipe with a damp towel to catch invisible slivers. It's not just about avoiding a cut, it's about stopping a chain reaction of pain and infection. Science is cool, just not when it's inside your foot. Treat every broken glass cleanup like a mini hazardous materials operation. Don't underestimate the risk, even from a tiny shard. Respect the mess, and your feet will thank you. Next up, the ocean's hidden hazard. Jellyfish, beautiful but deadly. Their tentacles are covered in thousands of stinging cells called cnidocytes. Each cell contains a spring-loaded harpoon called a nematocyst, firing in a millionth of a second. Brush against a tentacle and you trigger thousands of these harpoons, injecting venom instantly. The venom is a mix of neurotoxins, cardiotoxins, and myotoxins, causing pain, swelling, and sometimes life-threatening reactions. Even dead jellyfish or detached tentacles can sting. The stinging cells work independently. Rinse stings with vinegar to deactivate unfired nematocysts. Never use fresh water, which can make things worse. Carefully scrape off tentacles with a credit card. Jellyfish stings are a marvel of biological engineering and a reminder to look, not touch. The pain is immediate, but the science is incredible. Some species, like the box jellyfish, can be deadly. Always be cautious in the water, even with washed-up jellyfish. The ocean hides some of the most efficient defense systems on Earth. If stung, act fast and seek help if symptoms are severe. Respect the jellyfish, and you'll avoid a world of hurt. Now let's head back to dry land. Poison ivy leaves of 3, let it be. The danger? An oily resin called urushiol. Urushiol is a powerful allergen, not a poison. It tricks your immune system into attacking your own skin. Just a tiny amount can trigger a severe rash, itching, redness, blisters. The oil is sticky, invisible, and can linger on clothes, tools, or pets for months. You don't have to touch the plant directly. Contact with contaminated objects is enough. The rash appears hours or days later, making it hard to trace. Scratching doesn't spread the rash, but if urushiol is still on your skin, it can. Prevention is key. Wash exposed skin with soap and cool water within minutes. Soap breaks up the oil before it binds to your skin. Miss the window, and you're in for days of misery. Poison ivy is a master of chemical warfare. Respect its power. Know what it looks like and avoid it whenever possible. Next, let's talk about a danger hiding in plain sight, indoors. Electrical outlets, every day, but deadly if misused. Stick something metal in an outlet and you complete a circuit. Electricity flows through your body. Your body conducts electricity well, especially if your skin is wet. Even a tiny current can cause muscle spasms, making it impossible to let go. Higher currents can disrupt your heart's rhythm, causing cardiac arrest. Electricity also causes deep burns, damage you might not see on the surface. The danger isn't the voltage, but the current passing through you. Treat outlets with respect, use safety plugs, and never stick anything in them. The invisible power in your walls is no joke. One careless moment can have lifelong consequences. Electricity is essential, but unforgiving. Always be cautious around outlets, especially with kids. Next, back to the kitchen for another common hazard. Hot stove burners. Simple, but brutal. Touch one, and you get instant severe burns. The heat denatures proteins in your skin, just like cooking an egg. Even a brief touch can cause third-degree burns, destroying nerves and tissue. Third-degree burns may not hurt at first, the nerves are gone, but the damage is deep. Burns destroy your skin's barrier, opening the door to infection and scarring. Healing is slow, and scar tissue is never the same as healthy skin. For minor burns, run cool water over the area, never ice. For anything serious, seek medical help immediately. The kitchen is full of hidden dangers. Respect the heat. Burns are a harsh lesson in thermodynamics. Always use caution around hot surfaces. Prevention is easier than recovery. Now let's talk about a less obvious but equally nasty hazard. Animal droppings. Gross, but also a biohazard. Feces are packed with bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella, plus parasites and fungi. Step on or touch droppings, and you risk serious illness, especially if you have a cut. Some parasites, like hookworms, can burrow through your skin and cause long-term health problems. Bird and bat droppings can harbor fungi that cause respiratory diseases. Dried droppings can turn to dust, spreading microbes through the air. Always use gloves and a mask when cleaning up droppings. Wash your hands thoroughly after any contact. Feces are nature's waste disposal. Treat them as hazardous. Good hygiene is your best defense. Next, a classic hazard with a deadly twist. Rusty nails. Cartoon cliche, real-world danger. The real threat isn't the rust, but the bacteria Clostridium tetani, which causes tetanus. A puncture wound from a nail creates a perfect, low-oxygen environment for these bacteria. The bacteria release a powerful toxin that causes severe muscle spasms. Lockjaw is just the start. Without treatment, tetanus can be fatal. The vaccine protects you from the toxin, not the bacteria. If you step on a nail, get a tetanus shot if you're not up to date. Rust is just a warning sign. The real danger is invisible. Deep puncture wounds are serious. Don't ignore them. Immunization is a lifesaver. Respect old nails and debris. Wear shoes. Now, a hazard that's slippery, not sharp. Wet floors seem harmless, but cause countless injuries. The danger is all about friction, or the lack of it. Water acts as a lubricant, reducing grip between your shoe and the floor. One wrong step and you're hydroplaning, just like a car on a wet road. Falls can cause concussions, broken bones, or worse. The physics is simple, but the consequences are serious. Always heed wet floor signs and walk carefully. Take short, deliberate steps to keep your balance. A little caution goes a long way. Even mundane hazards are governed by unforgiving laws of motion. Next, let's head to the desert. Cactus spines nature's perfect defense. These aren't just needles. Many have microscopic barbs that make removal agonizing. Some spines break off under the skin, causing chronic pain and infection. Glochids, tiny hair-like spines, embed by the hundreds and are nearly invisible. Removing them is a nightmare. Tape, glue, tweezers, nothing works perfectly. Your body may form painful lumps around embedded spines. Cacti teach a harsh lesson. Look, don't touch. Even smooth-looking spines can be brittle and break off. The pain is immediate, but the irritation can last for weeks. Always use tools, not hands, to handle cacti. Respect the desert's defenses. Now, the most serious hazard of all. Used needles, by far the most dangerous item on this list. The risk isn't just the puncture, but the blood-borne viruses they can carry. Hepatitis B, hepatitis C, HIV. Even a tiny amount of blood inside a needle can transmit disease. Needle stick injuries are a direct route for infection, no external defenses. If you're stuck, wash the area and seek medical help immediately. Post-exposure treatment can save your life. Never handle discarded needles yourself, call professionals. Used needles are medical biohazard waste, not trash. The psychological toll of a needle stick is huge, even if infection risk is low. Prevention is everything. Teach kids to avoid them. One careless step can change your life. Treat every found needle as a serious emergency. Finally, a few words to wrap up. There you have it. 10 hidden dangers that remind us the world is full of surprises. From friction to venom, the science behind these hazards is fascinating and real. It's not about fear, but awareness. Knowing the why keeps us safe. Stay curious, stay cautious, and always watch your step. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe for more science deep dives. The world is amazing. Let's explore it safely, together. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Stay safe out there.